Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz, this is my channel Toiletterian. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually good value for money. They smell good. I think at least you should do research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So today I have another brand introduction, or talking about a brand. Before you attack me and you say, oh, how can you say best of and then this is what you have? This is what I have in my collection. I'm not Notino, I'm not a department store to hold every fragrance in the world. I have a limited amount, okay? And what I do, I show the ones I have and then I talk about the ones that you should know about, okay? So this is the very famous brand, the brand of Azzaro. Azzaro is a designer brand from Spain. The guy himself who created the brand Azzaro, I think he's North African, but he was born in Paris or something like that. It's quite complicated. And he became very famous designer in the 60s and 70s. And his first fragrance in the brand of Azzaro's first fragrance was 1978 by Azzaro pour Homme, which took the world of fragrance by storm. It was big for at least 2 to 3 decades. It was the best seller, and for a good reason. Smelled amazing. These days it's still around if you can find it, Azzaro pour Homme. The only thing is, unfortunately, it's been reformulated numerous of times since 1970s, and today is just a fraction or a small shadow of what he used to be in the late 70s and 80s and 90s. So the reformulation is ruining everything, unfortunately, and that's the reality of it. These people, they don't care about us as a consumer, because perfumes is not like something that you buy and you forget about. It comes with memory, comes with experience, comes with your life experience, and it brings back memory. And to ruin those memories, this is unforgivable. The main reason they do it is for money, okay? Forget the rest of it. They give you excuses. They give you all this and that. We couldn't find this ingredients, or it's not allowed to put these ingredients. These are all, excuse my language, is a BS. The main thing is they water down the fragrances to get more profit. Anything else they tell you is lie, okay? I myself have a line of fragrances and they are huge, massive, beast mode, ultra beast mode. Reason is because I put ample amount of oil inside there, 60% oil, which is quite unheard of in the market anyway. Even the extrait de Perfume, they put around 30 to 35% oils in their fragrances. I put 60% pure perfume oil in there. So if me, an individual, can do that, why can't they do it? Multinationals, massive budget, millions and millions of dollars and pounds. Reason? Because they want to make more money. They know the name will sell, okay? For example, give you an example. My wife loved Chanel Mademoiselle, but during the years reformulated, now is like a joke. You spend £100 on a Madame Chanel Mademoiselle, 100 de Perfume, it won't last you more than an hour or two. It's a joke. When it came out first, about 15 years ago, it was a beast mode. You put 3 or 4 and all day you could smell it. Same price. What happened during the years? They just watered it down, because they know the name Chanel will sell. People don't think about these things. Oh, it's a Chanel, I'll pay for it, £100, no problem. So this is the problem, okay? Anyway, so this is a rant out of the way. I have Actually, I have 6 in my collection from brand of Azzaro. I love brand of Azzaro, and it's one of the very underrated brands out there. They have very many good fragrances. As I said, the originator 1978 Azzaro Pour Homme was amazing. There are hundreds of flankers after that came out, which is one of them this one. Azzaro Pour Homme, and this is Elixir or Elixir Red. This is, guys, is unbelievable. It's the same perfumer who made the original 1978. Let me just tell you there. So the originator 1978 Azzaro Pour Homme, which I said it was very popular for decades. So imagine how much memory people have with it. Anyway, so it came out in 1978, and the perfumer is very famous perfumer is Gerald Anthony, and he made the original Azzaro Pour Homme. The note breakdown is endless. If I want to read it to you, you need to get a popcorn and sit down and watch it for an hour. But I'll just go quickly through it. Let me read it to you very quickly. Okay, so on top you have lavender, anise, lemon, caraway, basil, bergamot, clary sage, iris. On the middle we have vetiver, sandalwood, patchouli, cedar, juniper berry, cardamom. Whew. And the base we have oak moss, leather, amber musk, and tonka bean. So this is for Pour Homme, Azzaro Pour Homme, the 1978. And as I said, the perfumer is Gerald Anthony. And this is considered to be a fougere, okay, oriental fougere. Beautiful fragrance, but unfortunately, as I said, these days is very watered down. I probably went through 3-4 bottles of it in the 90s and 80s, and back then it was still quite good. And I had many flankers, but unfortunately during the years I either gave it to somebody or sold it or finished it. So these are the 3 I have, although as I said I have the Azzaro Pour Homme, which is somewhere, I can't find it for my life. And also I have the Intense version, Azzaro Pour Homme Intense. It came out 2017, and it is gorgeous. It's basically Azzaro Pour Homme the original, but they added sweetness, tonka bean plus vanilla to make it modern and sweet, but still very good. You can still smell the original in there. Highly recommend that one if you find it for a good price. That one is very good. And as I said, there are many flankers, so I'm not going to talk about them because it's endless. This is another one, came out in let me just have a look. So this one, this one is called Azzaro. This one is Azzaro Pour Homme, and this is edition Noir, and it came out in 2017. So this is the 2017 version. Guys, wow, what a fragrance this is. Oh my god, it's gorgeous to the max. So again, imagine the original, and as I said, Noir is darkening up. Mamma mia, the original is very strong in here. It's like 60-70% of the original DNA is still here. So there is no perfume credit for it, but let me read you the ingredients. Orange, bitter orange, sage and lemon on top. Yes, you get a huge amount of bitter orange, and that bitter orange almost go into direction of what's his name, Hermes, Terre de Hermes. Almost, it won't go that way because there are so many other things, but in the beginning it's okay, this is Terre de Hermes, but because of that bitter orange, which is very famous in Terre de Hermes, is here, it gives you that impression. And then you get the sage and lemon in the beginning again to lift it, to make it very happy, very bright, very citrusy, and the sage giving it a little bit of greenness in here. Absolutely gorgeous. And then Artemisia and the geranium caraway in the middle, so you're giving it a little bit of spiciness and floral in the middle, and also vetiver, cumin and coumarin. So let's say cumin and vetiver and Isoi Super, which is these days you cannot escape. It's either Isoi Super or ambroxan or a combination of 2. So vetiver and the cumin here are big again. Yeah, the cumin is quite big. Vetiver again, a green leafy, earthy, grassy feel as well. But overall, highly recommend. If you find it for a good price, go for it. And it's a good performer, around 6 to 8 hours on the skin. When the t-shirt goes a little bit longer. Although this is an old version, I'm not sure if the new version they wrote it down or not. I'm not sure. This is like a 6 years old version, but it's very good. I highly recommend that one. So let's go with the flanker I have from the original 1978, which is this one, the Elixir Red. And so Elixir Red came out in 2009. Okay, so this is 2009 release, and the perfumer is very famous perfumer for it again, and you can tell that in the composition, and that is Michel Gerard. Michel Gerard is big name in the perfumery business, and one of the most famous perfume in the world. And this one, guys, again, superbly gorgeous. So again, imagine the original. Yeah, the original DNA is definitely in here, but they're giving it more fruity aspect. They put some berries like aspect, berries, red fruit, maybe red apple, but absolutely gorgeous again. So let me read you the ingredients for this one. So the ingredients are, again, is quite extensive. So we got vanilla, pear, tonka bean, black currants, oak moss, benzoin, lavender, geranium. We got cumin, we got labdanum, we got bergamot, lemon, and orange. So that combination of orange, lemon, and the bergamot is lifting it very nicely, making it very tarty in the beginning. And also the combination of those spiciness, again, giving it a very spicy body. But there's a black currant in here, there's tonka bean, giving it a little bit of dark feel to it, but it's giving it a little bit of nutty feel, plus the earthy feel, plus the sweetness, plus the vanilla, giving it sweeter again. This one's quite sweet, okay? So it's a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the sweetest. This is around 7 to 8 sweetness, so it's quite sweet. Geranium and lavender in the mid, giving it a lift to make it very nicely balance everything together. Floral body, very nice, giving an aromatic feel, a little bit of rosy feel as well. Mamma mia, this is gorgeous. So the tonka bean, the cumin, and the labdanum and oak moss, again, giving an earthy green feel to it. The labdanum is a yellow flower which is mainly found in Africa and Asia, and it's got a very pungent smell. Okay, so they use very tiny amount of it. If you ever smelled, I don't know, some of you might done that, if you ever smelled the oil of it, or the pure form of it, and if you have, like, say this amount, 2 grams of it, 1 gram of it, when you open the lid, the whole house will smell. It's superbly pungent, and it's very beautiful. It's like a smell of floral but earthy, sweet but it's but bitter. It's definitely quite resinous as well. It's just a heavenly smell, and you can tell this one in here as well. Wow, this one is beautiful. So guys, if you like this kind of fragrances, this one definitely highly recommended. This one is a 2017, this is 2009, but still you can find both of them. The United Chrome United, I think it's been discontinued. I'm not sure. It's quite hard to find these days, but again, is one of the best ones from the house. This is definitely freshy. It's a very tea-like fragrance. So let me go to the United. So this is the Chrome is the originator in this lineup, but this is Chrome United, and I think in the Chrome lineup, which are about maybe 20 of them there, the Chrome is the originator, plus many flankers after that. This is one of the flankers which is worth picking up if you can find it. So this one came out 2013, the Chrome United. Again, as I said, quite oceanic, quite sweet, but it's got that tea-like note to it, which is very noticeable. Although, and this one, the perfumer for it, the Chrome United, is Richard Abanese. Richard Abanese, again, quite well-known perfumer. And with top note we have bergamot, coriander, and Sushan pepper. We got middle notes violet leaf. Violet leaf is very big in here, which is giving you that plus the black tea, which is giving a tea feel. So the violet leaf and the black tea together, making it very, very tea-like smell. And the base we have musk and cedar, which is, as you can see, it's quite a simple composition, but I smell more stuff. I definitely smell some lavender in here. So definitely smell some aquatic feel as well. And but very, very pretty, and again around 6 hours of longevity. This one goes 6 to 8 hours, this one goes 6 to 8 hours, but as I said, these are quite old ones, or around 5-6 years old. I'm not sure if the new one is going to be the same, God knows. And United is quite hard to find these years, but if you find it again for a good price, it's worth picking up. Let me mention some of other fragrances from Azzaro, which is extensive. Azzaro's got probably more than 100 men's fragrances in their lineup, old and new, plus many, many flankers. But I will mention the ones that I think they are worth thinking about, or going and searching about them. So let's start with Azzaro. Okay, these are all ladies. They have many, many ladies as well, but we are looking for men's. So Azzaro Night is very modern, and there are many, many flankers like Azzaro Night, Azzaro Wanted Night, Azzaro Wanted Intense, Azzaro Wanted Perfume, Azzaro Wanted Most Wanted, and it goes on and on and on. So this line is quite good if you like it modern, if you like it sweet, if you like very easygoing and quite crowd-pleasing fragrances. Yes, that line is quite young side. Azzaro Chrome, as I said, the originator, this is the flanker of it, it's quite good. Azzaro Wanted, the original. Azzaro Visit is one of the... Azzaro Visit is quite nice as well, because it's quite mature, it's quite sophisticated, and also it's got a very classic vibe to it. That one's quite nice to pick up. Azzaro Most Wanted, as I mentioned, that one. Chrome Aqua is quite nice. I have Chrome Pure, which is again another flanker of Chrome, which is a white bottle. Again, I couldn't find it for my life. That one is very, very good as well. Good performer, and smells very, very good. It smells super fresh, very uplifting. Azzaro Pour Homme Intense 2015. This is the one I mentioned before. Very, very good. Is worth picking up if you can find it for a good price. Absolutely, yes, yes, yes. I would recommend it highly. Azzaro Chrome Extreme is very good. Azzaro Chrome Pure, as I said, as mentioned this one before. Azzaro Silver Black is very good. It's quite classic, it's quite manly, it's quite on the masculine side. It's very, very classy, classic. If you can find that one for a good price. I think it's been discontinued as well. And then we go to Azzaro Pour Homme Wild Mint, and there are in this lineup, the newer lineup, like Azzaro Pour Homme Wild Mint, there are about 6 of them. They are all good, although I haven't smelled many of them. I just smell the wild mint, which is superbly good. But Ginger Lover, for example, another one, but I heard many people praise these lines as well. And then we go to for example, Amber Fever is another one. Azzaro Pour Homme Amber Fever, Azzaro Pour Homme Intense, Azzaro Pour Homme Hot Pepper. This one is quite good. Azzaro Pour Homme Naughty Leather, that one is, I heard, is quite good as well. And these are the one I think. There are many others that are unfortunately has been discontinued and you can't find them, or if you can find them, they are very, very expensive now, because they don't, you know, they sell for very, very silly prices, which I'm not going to mention because there is no point. if they're not there, they're not available. Okay. Alright, guys. So highly recommend this brand, this house, one of the original houses for men. They put men's fragrances on the map in 70s. Before Azzaro, there are very few perfume houses, brands that made perfume for men specifically. Although I think myself that fragrances are unisex, they don't have sex, but they were one of the first to put it. The other one is Guerlain. Guerlain did it even before Azzaro, but very few companies back then, say in 50s, 60s, and 70s, they made fragrances. Back then, probably you could count by your fingers how many fragrances for men were existed back then in 50s and 60s and 70s, and Azzaro is one of them. So you can tell they've been around for quite a long time, and many people have their fragrances back then and they love them. But unfortunately these days it's very hard to find good quality and also the original ones. Anyway, so I highly recommend this house. If you find the ones I mentioned, I think they are worth going and doing your research and see if they are good to you. Overall they are very good. If you know any of this, if you know any other Azzaro or people should know about in your experience, if you had an Azzaro and you think it's worth it, it's worth the money, it's worth the performance is good and they smell good, put them down there in the comment. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, if you find it informative, if you find it in any way, shape valuable, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe for future videos. It won't cost you anything, but this way you show me love, you show me support, and I carry on with this endeavor, and I'll be very grateful. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye.